Christian Romero is like any other 8-year-old boy who lived a pretty normal life. Every day he goes to school and comes running home to complete his homework and play with his friends. But one day, everything went downhill in his life. What happened to Christian? What did he see that day? One fine day after class, Christian returned home after school. He was happily walking towards his home when he suddenly noticed that something was not right. He opened the front door, and he saw his beloved father and his friend brutally shot dead before him. He couldn't believe his eyes. Vincent Romero was the father of Christian. He was found lifeless with his close friend, Timothy Romans. Christian didn't know what to do. He panicked and ran to his neighbors. He was visibly shaking and pleaded with his neighbors to help him. The neighbors couldn't understand what the boy was trying to say. As the police arrived, everyone got to know what happened. Why would these two get killed out of nowhere? Who killed Vincent Romero and Timothy Romans? Detective Debbie Nicole and Sergeant Lucas Rodriguez arrived at the scene immediately. They met the boy and asked him what he saw. As they walked to the crime scene, they saw the 39-year-old Timothy Romans. He was shot in the neck and chest. There was a pool of blood and his clothes were soaked in it. This could be a planned murder. But who would commit such a horrible deed? Timothy stayed with Vincent. It was at Vincent's mercy. Timothy stayed in their house as he was facing monetary issues. They worked together at a local power plant and developed a friendship over time. The officers checked the house thoroughly. Nothing was missing. There was no evidence of break and entry. It's impossible to enter a house without breaking anything and killing two people. The officers moved upstairs to see the next dead body. It was none other than the 29-year-old father of Christian. Everyone thought that this case would be under the category of unsolved murders. There was no evidence and no clues. It's as if the murder was so planned and the crime scene was so clean with no trail. At every crime scene, there will be God's signature, something the killer forgot to clean up. There will be a clue with which the investigators solve the murder mystery. But in this murder scene, everything was perfect, no clues and no leads. The city of St. John witnessed something horrifying. People couldn't believe what they just heard. Double homicide was something no killer could easily escape. When everyone was questioning about the murder, there was one person who said she suspects someone. The wife of Vincent suspects 8-year-old Christian. The police took it lightheartedly, but they proceeded to question him. Christian, along with his grandmother, came to the police station. He explained his side of the story. He saw a white car going past his house when he reached his place. He saw his father and his father's friend shot dead. He cried there for half an hour and then called out for help. The detective asked him whether he suspected anyone. He said someone bad could have done this. He then said he was not a bad guy when asked whether he was one. The detectives wanted to check Christian's reaction, so they explained to him how shooting works. When talked about gunpowder, he said he could have some on his clothes, as he was the first one to walk into the crime scene. The detectives started questioning him from all sides. Pressure started getting him. He finally broke down and admitted that he killed his father and his father's friend. He shot his father once, but when he saw him moving, he shot him again because he didn't want his father to suffer. But why would this young boy kill his father and his friend? Christian explained that his father used to spank him a lot. When it happened more often, Christian decided he would kill his father the day his father spanked him for the 1,000th time. And when that day came, he loaded the hunting gun and shot his father dead. He knew how to use a gun due to the hunting experience he had with his father. He used the same skill to kill his father and his father's friend. He went under physiatric analysis to find out whether he had any issues. It was later revealed that he did all this in his complete senses. He reloaded the .22 caliber rifle to shoot the two men. It was a well-planned murder and not an impulsive action. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison for the murder of Timothy Romans, but was acquitted of the murder of his father.